Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Hades. Today, I am hoping to finally make it out of, or through and out of, Elysium. We'll see if that actually happens, though. Alright, so here we are, right at the entrance again. Um, Once again, I believe I did not make it all that far, and well, again, let's see how far we can make it. All right, so here we are.
Oh, I recognize that look. That is the look of someone who just got here after having met a most unfortunate demise, courtesy of the notorious bloodless wave makers. How do they make those waves, and why do they hurt so much? Plenty of time to think it over now.
It's fair. I don't remember what I lost to, but I guess it was whatever those things are.
Right.
Looks like I do have a gift to give somebody. I probably want to take a look at who I can give the gift to. Actually, you know what? I don't have to talk to everyone immediately. Let me see who I still need to give a gift to. Or I should say, who I've already given a gift to. So let's see here.
Keepsakes.
Alright, so we got Cerberus, Achilles, Nyx, Charon, and these are from the gods. And that's Sisyphus. Okay, so I'm guessing second row is the gods, the first row is like residents of Hades, I guess. And then this third row is people I meet in the dungeon other than the gods. Then we've got secret stuff down here that I have no idea what that's about. So, who in this area can we still give a gift to? Alright, so we've given one to Nyx. Orpheus, I suppose we could give one to. Not them. Hypno.
Must have missed Achilles.
Achilles is gone. Oh, Dusa, we could give a gift to. Who else do we have? I suppose
Yes.
Meg. She probably wouldn't like that. But whatever. I suppose Hades himself we could give a gift to. Let's see here. Let's give one to Dusa. Let's see what that does. So, make sure I'm hitting the right button this time. Here you go.
Miss Dusa, I wanted you to have this. It's nothing really, just for your hard work.
Prince, I'm really grateful for this, really, and I thought I kind of got something for you.
Thanks, Miss Dusa.
A harpy feather duster. Alright. Interesting. I'll have to check to see what that does in a moment. Other than that, I suppose I should actually talk to Dusa.
I just wanted to apologize because I think maybe I didn't act very appropriately last time you spoke to me. But I just really, really like this job, and I promise I will always do my very best, so I just hope I'll have another chance.
Dusa, please, there's no need to apologize. You've been doing a wonderful job, really.
Hello. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Probably, it seems like you've probably been here before. I don't see a first time chatter box around your name, so yeah, you've probably been here before. Sorry, I don't quite recognize the name immediately, but well, thank you for the follow. I certainly appreciate that. But yeah, today I'm playing Hades. Um, this is my fourth stream for Hades. I have gotten as far as the boss in Elysium, and that's the furthest I've been able to make it so far. So, um, I believe I've done maybe 14 or 15 tries at this point. I don't remember what it said when I started up, so uh, let's see. It's possible I remember your name. I don't know why. The guy that stream on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I do stream on both. Started on Twitch, but switched to a connection issue. Okay, yeah. Um, um, yeah, I am definitely streaming on both, and I do remember somebody having a connection issue, and you think you see where I am. Okay. Um, so yeah, I am trying to get out of Elysium and into whatever the next area is at this point. So, and again, if you find yourself having trouble with a connection, by all means, use whichever uh, stream you find to be the best for you. All right. For now, it seems fine. Okay, cool.
Prince, thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, so what else do we have? We've got somebody, we got to talk to Hades
I know
here.
that Nyx has been abetting you. You wish to take advantage of her pity? I care not. Her powers have their limits anyway.
And if
Nyx is the night itself and can do as she pleases, isn't that correct, Father? You think I asked you to get involved in all this business?
You, boy, have already dragged this entire household, not to mention my fool relatives, into this mess which you've created, which you dare call business.
Pleasure doing business, then.
I'm happy now you're starting to be able to finish Runway more often. Okay, cool. You're like really progressing. You're happy. Awesome. You know, hopefully I get to that point too, and I believe I will at some point. I mean, the whole thing behind the game is you, in order to progress, unless you're really good at the game, you just get more powerful with accumulated darkness and different godly powers and whatnot. So yeah, I mean that's kind of why I'm hoping I will be able to make it through Elysium this time. You know. But yeah, again, I just want to reiterate that if I see a conversation that I've had before, I'll probably skip through it. I know that some of them are just I don't want to say placeholders, but just I don't know. It's waiting for you to progress before they start saying something important. So they just have they reiterate some things like Skelly does it a lot, just as a reminder of what kind of things you can do in combat. All right, so just play whenever you want. Don't worry. Yeah, and that's kind of how I'm dealing with this, but I would also like to progress. You know, I don't want to stagnate at this point if I can help it. So if it seems like after a couple of runs I'm not getting anywhere, I might just focus on one specific weapon that seems to work well for me. But we'll see. What I will try to do, just like last time and other times before, is I'll try to take whatever weapon has the darkness bonus, just so I have a variety of weapons. And then I will try to focus on any abilities that have the fated thing on it, which means I haven't taken it for that weapon yet. So just to get a variety, try things out. And if I'm still having trouble progressing, then a few times I will just focus on something that I seem to do well on. So far, my best run, I think, has been I can't remember what it was. It was either the gun or the spear, and it had a lot of AoE effects, a lot of bouncing effects, and it worked really good against large numbers of enemies. It just didn't work well against one or two targets. If I feel like I'm stagnated and want to really advance, try to fulfill prophecies. It helps a lot, but of course you don't. You do what you want. Okay. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So,
I like the sound of this one here, contractor. Go make it happen.
Been playing too many.
My realm's resources, boy.
Been playing too many Nintendo games. The buttons are the other way around. So I meant to cancel, and I ended up buying whatever that was. Oh well. I mean, that's fine. I can make use of whatever it was that I bought. I was gonna say something. Oh well. I can't remember what I was gonna say, but
It's awfully quiet
let's just
here, you
talk
know,
to a few of
when you're
these.
out and about. Makes me a bit self-conscious, truth be told, seeing as ostensibly I'm the musician of this court.
Look, if you decide to start strumming on that lyre again, I'm sure nobody here is going to mind. Though you take care, okay?
If you insist, my friend.
Nyx, do you know anything about a softly spoken gentle being under the guise of chaos? They approached me recently and offered me a boon of sorts.
Oh, we're talking about chaos. Okay.
Primordial chaos. Indeed, I know them well. They must have taken interest in your quest. I would advise that you beware their offerings, though know that chaos, whilst a trickster, is not a deceiver.
I understand, I think.
It's a good differentiation. We've got Achilles back on being Person of the Month.
Achilles in the spotlight.
Sorry, Meg. And then... Alright. What kind of deal do you have this time? 10 gems to get a nectar? Well, if I hadn't have accidentally spent my gems, I probably would have gone for this. Oh well. And then the usual gems for keys, keys for nectar, nectar for diamonds. I do still have a diamond that I don't know what to do with. And I don't mind spending diamonds because it looks like there are ways to get more diamonds. But they are a fairly rare resource, it seems. Alright, so this, and this I think is what you were talking about, is I do want to try and fill out the fates stuff. So, you know, that's why I am trying all the different things. So, you know, if it's something I need on the list, I will try to get it unless there's something I actually really, really want from what's offered. Could use a diamond, you can take it from me if you want. I mean, that's fair. I don't want to spend it unless I have to, but like this guy in here, you know, just for the fact that I can trade 10 nectars for a diamond means that I don't have to worry about running out of diamonds. There is always a way to get more. but like I guess one question, since you've made it further than I have, I don't know if you know specifically or not, but one question I wouldn't mind having answered is the Titan blood. Is that a limited resource? Like, um, I currently only have six, which I think if it is limited resource, that's as many as I can get that I know how to get. But if there is a way to get more Titan blood, then I wouldn't mind spending it. But right now, I can have more. Okay. Okay. Then I may actually spend some of it to help me out because the a lot of those weapon upgrades for Titan Blood seem really good, and just with how rare Titan Blood is, I can see why they're really good. And then in here, um, I I think it was you that told me that there were these extra abilities over here on the side. Um, I I had started a new game just to see if they were available right away, and they're not. So something I had done unlocked this ability on the side, and it may have been just using like 5 or 10 keys or something. As for the fates of prophecies, uh, you know how boons work. Um, so these, um, so you're talking about like this stuff, or the god stuff. Um, I know each god has a specific type of boon, and I'm sure they each have a specific ultimate. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head. Some reason you need to have all the boons of a specific god. Yeah. So, for instance, I have Ares selected currently. I have, I mean, I believe the ones that are highlighted currently are the ones that I have found. So I would need to get 7 more, which I think they're separated into like weapon categories. So like the Curse of Agony and the Curse of Pain, I think are like the sword attack, the sword special, blade dashes, of course. The dash, slicing shot sounds like it's a bow ability. And then there's also like uh, basic stuff, like doesn't affect any of the categories, but is just like when you take damage, you can do a thing to like when you take damage, enemies take some amount of damage as well, or things like that. Some of the boons they have pre-required stuff to have access to them. Oh, okay. Need to have all the boons of a specific god. Yeah. Some of Hermes' boons are only obtainable with some specific buff from the mirror. I don't know if I have it yet, but at some point you'll be able to see that in the codex. Okay. So I perhaps if I have one of these specifically set, I suppose, or uh, it looks like I have at least one, maybe 2 more things to unlock for talents. So, okay, and that's perfectly fine. I suppose. Basically, if you are in the codex on the god page, you can press a key to see all the boons. Codex. Oh, you know what? That reminds me of something. I meant to do this beforehand. Like one of these. Okay, open codexes L1. Okay, so I haven't had the chance to look at this too much because, like, one of the buttons I think was unassigned, and since I'm not using an Xbox controller, like the default buttons aren't necessarily linked to the right things. It's stuff you need to unlock. Don't know if you have unlocked it yet. Apparently I haven't. Okay. So and that's perfectly fine. You know, I figure some stuff will probably. Ooh, did I just mess up the graphics here? That doesn't look quite right. Hold on. If I leave and come back in. Oh well. Hopefully I haven't messed anything up. But I wanted to take a look at these again because I do want to try some of these other things, but it depends on um on what they do. So like at the moment I have a little bit of an or most of my investment has been in the red abilities, but I would like to switch over to some yellow ones if they seem good enough. So right now, of course, um, attack and special damage is increased by 50% for hitting from behind. And this does more damage to undamaged foes. This one seems really good once it gets up to a high level. So, like, the other one is 10% damage, so it goes up to a 50. If this has the same amount of levels, this goes up to a 75. It's funny that I call them red and yellow, you call them purple and green. Um, oh, because of the symbol? Like, because these have all purple symbols, and and this is, you know, it's not important. You're just noticing. Ain't no worries, you know, purple and green. Uh, to me, the color. I'm just going by the word names or the color of the words. I wasn't really looking at the symbols so much, but I mean, true. It doesn't matter so much, but um, like doing 75% extra damage with a first hit to me seems better because then I'm not like I don't have to hit them in the back. But then some cases like the spear seems really good for hitting opponents in the back because you throw the spear, it goes through them, and then it's behind them. So when you recall it, it does hit them in the back. So, you know, every other hit you're getting that 50%. But uh so I think I kind of want to try this out a little bit because if I can get the initial hit to do enough damage, then you only need one hit for most enemies. And then, of course, the boss enemies are what will you'll have to work on a little bit harder. Uh, this one, so Death Defiance once, so one time per run I get restored to 50 health. Or every room I can die and get restored to 30% health. which seems really good. Like, overall, it seems really good. That it means per room, I have a better chance of survival, but per boss, it's not as good. Also, I don't have 600 points to spend on it. So, I guess I'm sticking with Death Defiance for now. Greater Reflex, dashing twice. Or get bonus damage and a dodge chance when I dash just before getting hit. As much as I like the sound of that, I'm not going to take it because I am horrible at precise timing. So for this one, definitely sticking with Greater Reflex. Boiling Blood. So this one does more damage when they have a cast shard stuck in them. And then this one, speed and damage of foes with a shard in them reduced by 6% per rank. So assuming that this, like, since it's a percent damage, I'm assuming that it goes up 5 levels. So I can either do 50% extra damage while they have a shard in them, or I can reduce their damage and speed by 30%. And I suppose if I manage to get Aphrodite ability, that would probably be another 30%. That might be really good for survival. So this one is going to be determined by, do I want extra damage or do I want more survival? I'm going to stay with this, with the extra damage for now, because it's what I have invested. And that's probably going to be the answer for a lot of this too. Okay, so 2 extra casts, which I really like. I had wondered right at the beginning when I only had 1 if there were ways to upgrade it. So 3 casts, or regenerate the crystal for your cast rather than picking it up faster by -1 second per rank. So I'm guessing that it still stays in them for like 10 seconds or something like that. But once it falls out, then it has less time before it returns to you automatically. Or maybe it's just a reduction in time. Stygian Soul. I mean, it does sound good. And again, I do want to give it a try, but for right now, I'm sticking with this because I have 2 levels in it, for the Infernal Soul. Deep Pockets. So far from what I've seen, money isn't really, like large amounts of money, isn't really helpful to me because, like, true, you can go to Charon and you can buy, usually from when I've been there, it has been like a food, a boon, and an upgrade of some sort. Those are the 3 things that I've seen. And it seems fairly consistent. Like, the boon can either be a specific boon for 150 or a random boon for 125. The upgrade I've seen, the, what is it, pomegranate, which allows you to upgrade your ability by 1 level. I've seen the Daedalus Hammer, I think, in that spot. And then the 50 for food seems to be what's in the 3rd spot. So, like, I never end up having money when I go to the shop because I spend it all on the miniature shops on the way. You know, the the cauldrons of darkness or whatever they are, I usually end up spending a little here, a little there, and just never have enough money. Um, that is true. I can reset for a key, which I do have 5 keys, so I could. Hmm, I might actually do that, you know? Um, but let me get done with reminding myself here. So start each escape with 10 extra wealth per rank, which possibly goes up to 5 ranks. So I could start with up to 50, or gain wealth when I clear a region, 5% of my current money per rank. And I've just got done saying I don't keep much money on me, so I think deep pockets would be the better one for me, at least for now. And then thick skin is health total, which I really need. And then deal bonus damage while I'm at 80% or higher. I think I'm going with thick skin for this because I do take a lot of damage, unfortunately. But you are correct. I can reset these, so maybe I should. So let me see which ones of these want. So I want to try Fiery Presence. Definitely like Dark Regeneration over the like 3 health per room. Death Defiance, I'm going to stick with for now. Because even if I reset my darkness, I don't know if I want to spend 600 on one thing. Although, maybe I should. You know what? Let me reset my talents.
Return my darkness to me.
Alright, so I have 946. That would use 2/3 of what I've got. But it might be worth it. You know what? I'll give it a try. Why not? Oop. Might help if I am on the right button. Okay. And that is only 1 level. Whereas Death Defiance has at least 2 levels. So, I mean, I'm going to give this a try for the moment. We're going to go with 2 levels of that for regenerating health. It was reflex versus reflex at certain times, so I'm going to go with this reflex. Want to try out this one. So we'll get a couple levels of that to match what I used to have in the other one. Infernal Soul versus Stygian Soul. So I'm going to try Stygian Soul. I guess this is going to be a run of me trying things out. So, gonna get a level of that. So that does have at least 2 levels to it. So that's good. Deep Pockets versus Golden Touch. I think Deep Pockets would be better for me. But I'm not going to spend anything in that right now. And then Thick Skin versus High Confidence. Thick Skin is better for me for just the playstyle that I go with, or at least until I learn to dodge better, I guess. So, gonna give this a try. Didn't put any into Fiery Presence. Oh well. Still, I think I want Fiery Presence over the other one. We'll give this a try, see how it works. And looks like we're going with the bow again.
Say, Skelly, don't suppose you'd care to tell me how the infamous twin-fisted Malphon came to be right here in this very courtyard, would you?
Nope, not any of my business, pal, which is to say I didn't see a thing. And even if I did, it isn't what I'm paid to do. Don't you have someone in your fancy house there paid to keep watch over stuff like that? Ask them.
Okay, I think
All right,
I've heard
maybe
that
I
one
will.
before. So we're going with the bow.
Try this one.
So may not be much of a run. Will I use my Titan blood? Thank you for the reminder. I think I will. Since I'm going with this, let me see
Is this what you really are?
what I can get with this. Okay, so this will increase my critical attack by 3%, which if you can take multiple levels is really good. So, eventually that could be good, but special automatically seeks the foes last struck by your attack, but you lose 5 shots, which if it seeks is pretty good. And then cast loads crystal into the next attack, firing on impact. So I use my cast, which then makes my next attack shoot the cast. And then it still has a 10-second drop time. And then something else. I don't know if I want to spend on the bow. Because the bow is my worst weapon. So I don't think I'm going to spend it on the bow. I'm probably going to spend it on, probably the spear or the shield. Or, I guess this is a gun. One of those 3, I think, are what I would prefer to spend it on. All right.
This one here.
So we got a new item in here. What do we have? So broken urns have a 3% chance to contain health items. That's pretty good. For me that needs a lot of health, it's pretty good. Or 38 health. I think I'm going to stick with the 38 health for now. Because I definitely need the extra health now that I've spent all my darkness on other things and have 15 or 20 lower health than I had last time. So
Again.
I definitely want to spend Titan's blood on a weapon, just not the bow. Alright. What do we got here?
As soon as you get up to Olympus, man, it's gonna be a feast like you have never seen. You mark my words. Now take this, and good luck.
Alright. So we have taken it for attack. We've taken it for special. I have not taken dash yet. Spending on the weapon you struggle is the most to play my... That is true. Might help me use it better instead of spending on a weapon that you like and not liking what it becomes, of course. Telling that, but you're the one. And that's perfectly fair too. It could make the bow something that I can use. I will think about it. but I also want to compare, like, what the bow can do versus what one of the other weapons can do. So, like, if it makes the spear really good, I would probably still spend it on the spear. Because I don't want to disregard any of the weapons just because I'm bad at it. It's it's a bit difficult. I like having the option of every weapon. Each one has their unique way of fighting, and it seems like the blood, like the hammer upgrade, changes what the weapon can do. So I will have to think about that. I may just spend, before I make the choice though, is there a way to refund it, like the darkness, or is it spent once I spend it and I can never get it back? Because that would also change how I would do things. Like, if I could spend a key, for example, to get the Titan blood back out of the weapon, once it's spent, it's gone forever. Okay. Thank you. That makes it a little, I mean, that seems like the standard option, but I'm glad to know that. So I haven't found a way to have it back. Okay. So, we'll see. If it ends up being the bow again, I may have to, or may want to. We'll see. For this, I'm gonna go ahead and take it on the dash since it's a fated choice. Again, to fill out the fate stuff. Nope, that's not it. Is it this? Okay, so I have set this to the correct button, or to a button, so I can now look at that stuff if I need to. Which is just okay. So yeah, I don't think I really need to look at that all that often, but it's good to know that I can.
Suffer.
Oh, right, I can do that now. But it is from... That doesn't seem all that great. But we've got it. And I suppose I can swap it out if I need to at some point. Ooh. Just because I am using the bow and I know it has some good alternates, I am going to go for the hammer. As much as I want Poseidon's bounty or something like that. I really do like the Poseidon's bounty, just because, like, the whole reason I'm in the dungeon is to get rewards. So whenever I see Poseidon's bounty, it is just bonus rewards. Alright, so attack deals 200% damage, so triple damage to distant foes. It's a fated choice. Attack fires 2 shots side by side, but has reduced range. Attack hits up to 3 foes, dealing bonus damage for each. So all of these are new. And they're all for the attack. So 2 shots, reduced range. I guess it depends on how much the range is reduced, but or it hits up to 3 foes. I kind of like the idea of chain shot. Well, I think I'm going to go for the twin shot, so it does extra damage to single targets, and then if I get like Zeus's power up, then that will help me for multiple shots or something. I also have to remember that I have a spread. Alright, key or darkness. I think I'm going to go for the key since I need to work up to 20. And I don't necessarily need healing right away. Okay, that is quite the reduced range. Still, seems to do okay for damage.
More.
Alright, another key. And health. Health is definitely what I need more than money. Guess I'm doing okay with the bow, like for the moment. Like once I hit multiple enemies, might be a bit more difficult for me. But for the moment, I'm doing okay. So instantly restore health. I don't actually need that for once. Gain jewels. Ensure a trove spawns. I'm gonna go for the jewels. Because again, that's what I'm here for, is I'm here for the treasures. And the more I can get, the better off I'll be. And just free jewels. And, yeah, I'll take the extra 3 health. Might be what I need. Alright, Dionysus or health? Fortunately, I think I'm gonna go with health. And I do apologize if I call the gods by the wrong names sometimes. Okay, you take a lot more damage. Oh. I keep getting hit by the lasers. Oh. There we go.
The strength of the centaurs.
More health. Nothing over that way, so just a weapon upgrade this way. Which means that it's gonna be for the dash, which... I don't know. Not the greatest, but that's okay. It's an upgrade, and I'll probably use it at some point.
Time to collect.
Alright, so 2 to 3 damage. Okay. That's fine. We've got a treasure trove. We'll keep this around just in case I do horribly with the trove. Yeah. let's give this a shot.
Let's try it.
How foolhardy of you.
You know, there's a lot of enemies here. Maybe I should just, ow, be dashing about. Not onto those, though.
Get dead.
Alright,
It seems I need to
Not
look for
great.
better help.
Peace and quiet.
but still worth 20. And I was planning on getting this anyway. So, there we go. Extra darkness gained. I gotta remember that it also fills up my health when I get darkness too. Oh. Ow.
Heads up.
Alright. There we go. A little bit of health restored. And I guess we're going with this guy.
I thought crystals were supposed to be pretty.
This guy isn't too difficult as long as I keep in mind where all the lines are. Ow. There we go.
You're free, tortured souls trapped in a crystal thing.
Alright. So I've taken that, I've taken that, I've taken that. So which one do I want? Your health is low after encounters, restored to the threshold. So 50% threshold. Bob's large explosive. You know what? I'm going to go with this because, again, I have problems with keeping my health total up. And
How about another?
that one seems to just be, you know, an extra one. It's not assigned to any specific attack. So
More witches?
it's not like I'm going to have to replace it with another one. Can't believe I wasn't standing on that trap. I would have sworn that I was, but, you know. All right. Skull pile's taken care of. Ow. Yeah, I don't like the dash because it puts the area of effect where I dash from. I would much rather it put the dash effect where I end.
Mine now.
But, oh well. Alright, what do we have here? Stores 10% more health than usual. Bonus damage to armor. Or the next boon I find has upgraded rarity. This one's probably pretty good. You know what? Let's go for this. Gems or keys? I need more keys. And I can buy keys with gems, so...
Come forth, wretches, and stop this meddler.
Alright, so just survive. I think I'm just gonna go for the survival portion of this. Against multiple weapons, this doesn't really seem all that great at the moment. So, just gonna survive, not worry about the extra stuff that I could get by taking them out during the 45 seconds. Alright.
That's all the time we have.
There we are.
So 2 keys. Wonderful. And we're going into a shop with 4 gold.
Charon's shop.
Okay, I suppose this first one can also be a heart. I did forget that this was an option at the shop as well. So, I think this seems fairly standard. The boon, power up here of some sort, and health recovery. So, not that I can get any of it right now anyway.
Hi, Charon. I finally met Hermes, god of swiftness, travel, bringing souls of the departed to your boat. Calls you his professional associate. You and you've been working together for a while, haven't you?
It's too bad we don't get a translation for Charon, just like we do for Cerberus.
You don't say.
Ah, well. Alright, so which sister do I encounter this time?
Who's it going to be?
That's what I was just saying.
Tisiphone.
Tisiphone.
How about no? No murder. No murder.
I said no. Okay. Ow. You gotta remember that the spread attack actually takes care of... Oh. Takes care of the shots that come at me. Not doing good this time. Ooh. Then again, I've only fought her like, what, once, twice? Something like that. So I don't really know how to fight her yet.
Lights out.
Well, that didn't work. Not doing well against her. Ow. what's going on now? Same thing. Oh, smaller area, I guess. Oh, she got me. That, I think, is just because I'm not used to her fighting style. I don't blame that one on the weapon. I think I would have done just as bad with any other weapon against her for the moment. Alright, let's see what everyone has to say.
Hey, Hypnos, what would it take for you to let me through the locked door down the hall?
Oh, that's a good one. You know I can't let you enter your dad's private chambers anymore since you betrayed his trust and tried to run away from home. Sorry, master's orders.
Nothing for me back there anyway.
Alright.
Oh, it's only you.
Yeah, it's only me.
So how did it go? How did you die ignobly this time, pray tell? Cerberus and I can't wait to hear the tale.
In that case, I'll spare you the details.
Fine. Your failure is quite easily imagined. How often it recurs. Almost as though my realm is built to keep you here. You and every single soul that's ever lived. But by all means, continue struggling.
I mean, Hades does have a point. The place is built to keep people here.
Achilles, sir. There's something I've been wondering about your codex. The words are yours, and yet it's through my actions that I'm able to absorb them. Is that how mortal scriptures always work?
Ah. You have to understand, lad. I've been here in your father's realm for quite some time. My documented learnings became bound to me, much like the spear, you see. You can undo those bindings over time. Thus, my knowledge can be yours. Whatever it amounts to.
Okay.
I see. I think. I'm grateful for it, sir.
Alright. Anyone to talk to around here? Nope.
Not everybody knows exactly how to give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy?
Please.
Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything new to build.
Orpheus, forgive my bluntness here, but I have to ask. Why won't you sing? You were a legend, mate. Our court musician.
Why, it's that I've lost my muse, my friend. It isn't harder to explain than that. Have you not had such moments in your life where you had lost the will to chase your passions?
I suppose I have, yeah. But recently I found my drive again. And that's why I have to get out of here.
And I am truly happy for you, friend. Alas, I've had no luck in my own search. Not that I'm searching any longer, so I'll just be over here, okay?
Okay, then.
And after that, Dusa, you are to clean the rafters once again and prune the gardens thoroughly. By then it should be time to tend the kitchens and sweep the lounging area a second time.
Yes, right away.
Poor Dusa.
Oh, we've got a new person as...
The house contractor up in lights.
Wonderful. Meg is nowhere to be seen. See what offer we have here.
Exchange.
Nectar for darkness. Well, I don't have any nectar. I don't know. My first couple of runs seemed to be full of nectar. Now I find I have a hard time coming across it. But, oh well. Alright, I've got, well, 37 darkness to spend. Not much, but at least I can spend it on that.
Good to go. It's never bedtime here.
Still can't rest. Other than that, one time. One time I could rest.
Once in a while, pal, you're gonna see a real fancy bozo try to ruin your good time. You'll know him because he's glowing like a light, but that's his
All
spirit.
right, I have
Good
seen
time,
that.
beware the fancy glow.
And this time, we have this.
I need the rail.
All right, so what can this one
You are as
upgrade?
multifaceted as anyone I know.
So increasing would give me more ammo. Not the greatest, but, you know, I suppose at some point, you know, if you spend 3 levels or something in it, that's twice the size of clip. So that could be pretty good, but it doesn't really have much of a benefit, I don't think. For 4 seconds after absorbing your special's blast, deals more damage. I like the idea of dealing more damage. I don't like the limited time. So 4 seconds, like in a battle like this, granted, 4 seconds is a lot of time, but the way I play, I will forget about this. So absorbing the special's blast, which I'm not really sure what it's talking about there in the first place. So, and then aspect of Hestia. After you manually reload, next shot is empowered. Empower shot. Base damage 50. Which again, sounds really good, but I don't manually reload. Unfortunately, like, usually what ends up happening is I fire the clip, I hear it go click, 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 and then I just let go of the button. So, unfortunately, like, out of these 3, this first one sounds like it's the best one. But again, not sure if it's worth blood yet. So, I will try a different weapon. Or when we get to another weapon, I will see what upgrades it can have. Alright, I think I still want the extra health. Well, okay, yeah. 25 more encounters to rank it up. So we'll keep that on, and we will go to the next run.
I'm ready.
Death is inescapable. If you think otherwise, why then, don't let me stop you.
Don't want the feather stuff?
Wasn't planning on it.
You mean Deuce's feather duster? I do, but well, if I make it to the secondary, I'll have a look at it again. I know it was something to do. Oh, it allows jars to have health in it. It probably is good. Like, it's the difference between, do I want more health to start, or do I want more chances at restoring health? And probably restoring health. A lot of them are good. Yeah. And you know, I like that a lot of these things are good. It makes it so that you have to choose, since you can only carry one. So I have to choose between, do I want extra health, or do I want more chances at health recovery, for in this example? And thinking about it, you know, the more chances at health recovery probably is the better option, because I can get more health in the course of things. So with the the centaur hearts or whatever. And we immediately get a hammer. Alright, so special deals plus 300% base damage in a large area. It can hurt me. Wow. Yeah, and it is a hard choice. If I could take 2 of them, I would most definitely take the extra health and the extra chance for healing. And my next round, I will probably take Deuces. Because not only is it probably a little bit better, but it also needs to be leveled up. And so that's probably going to increase the chance, or maybe increase the amount of health healed. And both of those would be good. So I can do a lot of damage with the bomb, but it can hurt me, which might be really good. My attack deals damage in an area and briefly slows foes. Use your special 3 times in rapid succession. I like the idea of the hazard bomb, but all of these are fated choices. I think I'm going to go with the triple bomb, because if I manage to get... Oh, which one was it? Was it Poseidon's I had last time? Where it did like an array of explosions? I can't remember what it was that gave me that. Maybe it was a hammer that did that, and I just happened to have Poseidon. I'm gonna go with this.
There, that's it. Whoops.
And right out. This is another reason why I was going with the extra health to begin with rather than healing, because I want to go into the chaos zones, but I usually don't have much health to go into them with.
Going in.
So let's see what we got in here.
Let's see.
Oh,
Within the underworld's quietest, most solitary, darkest abyss lies hidden evidence of the beginning of all things, of chaos, the most ancient sculptor that has shaped this world.
okay.
I'd best take all the evidence I find.
What do we have?
Neither beings are vying for your favor, are they not? So often they forget themselves. They force their blessings onto you, whilst I merely offer you a choice.
I suppose that is a fairly true statement. They are forcing the blessings upon me because I can't say no to any of them. And I can't progress unless I accept the blessing. Alright, so for next 4 encounters, I have lower speed. Afterwards, I deal extra damage striking undamaged foes, which works well with my current build. Or with like the darkness settings I have set. Or my life total is reduced, which probably isn't all that bad at the moment, since I did have to pay 21 to get in here. Afterwards, Dash Strike deals more damage. Well, I don't have a Dash Strike, so I probably won't take that. And for the next 3 encounters, each time I cast, get hit for damage. Afterwards, boons have a better chance to be rare or better. I think I'm gonna go... Like, none of these are fated choices of any sort. So I think I'm gonna go with this. So the first hit does extra damage, so I think I have 2 levels of the ability so far, so after 4 encounters, I will do 65% extra damage against undamaged foes.
Do what you think is best.
In the meantime, I will move slow. Does that affect my dodge speed? It does. So I do need to be careful about that, I think. But, you know, with a triple explosion, might not be too difficult.
I'm out.
Oh. Of course, if they keep dashing at me, that's no good.
Lady Artemis.
Well, look at you with Exogryph, the Rail of Adamant. Seems much too noisy complicated as a hunting weapon when you could just use a nice quiet bow, but hey, to each her own.
The cannon is the weapon you like the least. I mean, that's fair. It certainly seems like you need a good combination of items to make it work well. But, I think of it, well, I think it's in the middle for me. I think the spear or the shield are probably my favorite. I haven't made a final decision on that for myself yet. Alright, so attack is stronger, more critical chance. So attack damage 20%. Get hit during the reload. I mean, I do get hit quite a bit with the gun as well, because I find myself standing still rather than dodging. So I get where you're coming from. You know, that's what ended up being bad for me in one of the runs, because I got a good ability for the gun. I think it was the infinite ammo thing, and so I was just always standing still and just shooting. And of course, then things started hitting me, and I wouldn't be able to dodge, or I don't dodge out of the way. So I understand completely. So more damage, better critical. Cast seeks foes and more critical. Dash strike deals more damage. This would have been good if I had taken the other chaos thing. But again, I don't currently have any damage to my dash. And these two are fated choices. So I think I'm gonna go with the true shot. Because again, I don't have a dash. Well, you know what? I'm going to go with the dash, because if I get a good dash, then this will be handy. When they say dash strike, it's a dash attack. Oh. Okay. So when I dash and hit the attack button. Got it. That's not what I want then. Because I always forget about that. Press square while you're in that. Yeah. Yeah. Hunter's Dash is not good for me. But at the same time, it has nothing to do with the boon you might have on your dash. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the clarification. So, I think I'm going to take it anyway, because I have nothing at the moment, and I think if I had something to spend specifically, I'd be less inclined to take the dash. So I think I'm going to take the dash now because it's a fated choice, and I'm less likely to take it at another opportunity. So if nothing else, I've gotten this fated choice out of the way. So that's talking about when I do that. Got it. Alright. So, darkness.
Ready.
Ow.
All clear.
Thank you for sitting all in a group for me for that. Alright, so I think 2 more encounters. And proceed for more darkness and some healing. This is great if they don't see you yet, because they're just sitting in one place. A little bit of healing. We're gonna go for more darkness.
Come on, you. Not yet. Can't do that.
Oh, he's out of range. There we go. Oh, hello. I do have that as well. So I need to remember that I'm not just limited to one attack. And really that's what gets me a lot is
From chaos has a new effect.
I just forget that I have the ability to do things sometimes.
You lads again, huh?
I throw bombs too. Oop. There we go.
That's what you get.
Alright, Aphrodite, what do we got?
Well, Artemis reached out to you, did she? Oh, that's adorable, dearest. Just don't make any sudden movements with her,
Seems to me like these two are in a bit of a confrontation. Alright, so attack deals more damage and weakness. Call fires something that inflicts charm. Oh, this is right. This is actually calling upon their aid, not cast, which is what I was thinking. Resist some damage from nearby foes, so 13% damage resistance. Might not be bad. But again, I don't really have any attack. So this might not be a bad thing. So lob the grenades at them and then shoot them to weaken them.
No,
let's give that a try. Also, just to be sure. Okay, that is not damaging to me, so myself. And we've got Ares coming up. Okay. There we go. And what do we have from Ares?
Did you happen to know, my kin, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest? You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
Well, thank you for keeping count. Alright, so Dash creates a Blade Rift, which, again, I wish it would place it at my destination rather than where I start from. After using Stubborn Defiance, deal more damage for that encounter. Stubborn Defiance... Okay, so Stubborn Defiance is when I resurrect. Okay. Don't like Ares a lot. I don't know why. I mean, he is the god of war, so maybe that's something. I like some of his abilities. Like, he does extra damage for like the attack and the special. If I recall, his ability basically makes the attack do one extra hit of damage of some sort, which seems good, but I think like others do better. Some of his abilities are great, but yeah, no, and you know, that's perfectly fine. I like his cast because it shoots out a whirling blade that bounces around and doesn't necessarily get stuck in opponents. So I could definitely use it to or use it more often than normal. More urge to kill, attack, special, and cast deal more damage. This one is a fated choice. So again, I think I'm going to go with this because it's a fated choice and it's not replacing anything. And if I do end up using Stubborn Defiance more, then extra 15% damage would be good. I mean, true, it's for the encounter, but that's okay. Ooh, I am going this direction because I want more nectar. Some of his abilities are great. I don't like them. Yeah, I think I read that. Whoops, sorry. There we go.
Sweet.
Using Stubborn Defiance in Elysium, for example. Okay, yeah. Let's see what the shop has. Slain foes have bonus chance to drop healing. Chaos Gate might not be a bad thing. Attack deals plus 30% damage. You know, I think I'll take these two things. And then just to make sure that is the only exit. Moving through. All right.
Get a break.
Well, get healed. Get healed.
Crisp.
And then health or this guy and his boulder. Think I'm gonna go with this. I would certainly like the health, but I haven't taken all that much damage yet. I guess it depends on what boss I'm up against next. Discover those little shop gave buff only for X number of rooms. Stopped using them. Use them more often. I like them. I don't really pay attention to how much how many turns or encounters it gives them for, but I like them for the little extra healing. Sometimes they offer darkness for money, which, again, money is only used to get other things. Like, you lose it when you start another cycle. So anytime I can spend money on stuff, I go for it. So, when you can buy darkness, darkness is what you use to power yourself up. So I spend money on that. I believe the I think that there's an item that affects. I'd have to look at my items that I've collected so far. I think Charon's item increases the number of encounters they last for 4 to begin with, maybe 8 at level 3. I assume level 3 is as high as it can go. So 14 encounters is basically, to my knowledge, like an entire area. So the entirety of Elysium or all of Tartarus, for example. Do that sometimes as well. Might use them more, and that's true. If you get a good amount of money and you can go to a store more often, that might be the better choice. Hello, Sisyphus. I have given them a gift because they gave me the shackles, so I'm going to save this for somebody new because I want to see what new items I can get as well.
Have you had run-ins with Tisiphone the Fury here before? She isn't much for conversation, I don't think.
Tisiphone? Why, yes, I have in fact, Prince said. She's visited on multiple occasions, truth be told. So she's back, is she?
She is, although I think she's back to deal with me. I'll have to keep her plenty busy just in case.
Appreciated, Prince. Of all the Fury sisters, she's the one I would least care to see. But if she does stop by, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Alright. Healing is fine. Gonna go ahead and go with darkness. I think, I've always had a weapon that gives plus 20% darkness. So when I choose this option, I think it affects that as well. So I'm uncertain, but then again, maybe not, because 70% or 70 darkness seems an awfully round number for bonus 20%. So, oh well. I could be wrong.
Well, take care.
Not now.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, do this pile of skulls spawn? No. Ow. There we go. Only 5 gems, though. Oh. Right. I did buy this, didn't I? Well. might as well use it.
Oof.
Thank you for the reminder. I do forget. Each one of the buttons obviously is a different attack. I forget that I can cast, which I should do.
The fathomless expanses hidden in darkest corners of the underworld stretch well past the notice of Lord Hades himself. And yet, the interfering prince somehow discovers passage there.
Wasn't all that hard to find, really.
I mean, when you're offered the portal, sure. I don't think I've offered Chaos a gift yet. I think he kept the fact that enemies, the cast on them, yeah. Yeah, well, can't remember which one I took, but in either case, if they've got a cast in them, something happens, so I should be casting. If I have doubt, you can check the gift in the codex, right. And that was this button? No. I've forgotten what button is the codex. This one? Nope. That's the pause menu. There we are. Alright, so artifacts, 2 undiscovered, foes, arms, others of note. There we are, chaos. I have not. So, here we go.
Master Chaos, everyone makes offerings to my relatives upon Olympus. I wish to make an offering to you. Thank you for everything.
How true of you to make attempts to tempt me with material things. You then, please in turn allow me this attempt at reciprocity.
Master Chaos, thank you.
Cosmic Egg. Well, I'll have to see what that does next time I get to one of those things. Alright, so for the next 4 encounters, take more damage, not great. But for a dash strike, not worth it. And again, these don't have fated scrolls. 1 heart equals 1 gift. Okay, right. And that's why I want to spread it around, is I want to see what everyone does before I focus on a specific person. For the next 3 encounters, take damage when casting. Afterwards, money is worth more. Or lower speed. Deal plus 40% damage striking undamaged foes. I mean, if you're gonna offer me the same thing twice, you know, I'm gonna take it. Alright, so if I power something up, it's only going to be the dash or the attack. Hermes will give me a haste bonus of some kind, or the store, and I don't have much money. So, I think I'm gonna go with this for a haste boost of some sort. And here's the room right before the boss. Alright.
Did Artemis manage to locate you already, boss? She's pretty good at that, I have to say. I'm faster, but she's fast. She's pretty fast, alright.
Alright, so 20% move speed might be helpful for the fact that I am currently slow. Also, it is the one fated choice in the list. Or wealth whenever I enter chamber. or a dodge chance. I think I'm going to go with this. Not only will it counteract the penalty I'm currently suffering, but it will make it so that another fated choice is marked off the list. Wonderful. Now my penalty is not as bad as it could be. I gotta remember I still have the dash strike. But again, I'm probably not going to use it.
Time for Tisiphone, maybe?
I hope not.
Guess not.
Alright.
I have to level with you, Zagreus. For all we've been through, never once have I wanted you to meet my sisters.
Can't imagine why not. We had a lovely time getting to know each other. We laughed, we cried. My only regret was that you couldn't be there yourself.
You don't know what you're saying. There's a reason that they're not permitted in the house. Oh, come on. One of us is going back there now.
Okay, so I guess I won't meet her sisters anywhere in the house. That's interesting. Oh, that was bad timing. Didn't quite make it out of that. Definitely need to dash through this, though. Oh, careful about the trap there. Yeah, I don't think the explosives are very helpful against her. Ow. Oops.
You're nothing.
Well, that time I hit pretty well. I think I'm okay with fighting Meg at this point. I've learned her attacks well enough that I can dodge them. So I should be able to get out, as long as I don't keep doing that. As you can see, I am clicking the button, or hearing the click, click, click from an empty clip quite often. Ow. There we go.
I did it.
And plus 38 health. Wonderful.
I'll just be a moment, Father.
You're going nowhere, boy.
Wrong button. Alright, 15 encounters to rank that up. 25 for that, but healing items. I think I will equip this. But what does this do? Enter Chaos Gates without losing health. Blessings from Chaos have 20% chance to be rare or better. That might be pretty good. But not for this run. I've already entered the Chaos Gate twice.
Go with that one.
So, we'll go with that. Alright, this Dash Strike deals more damage, which I'm not using, so I think I'm actually going to sell it. Hopefully that doesn't make them upset or anything, but I'm not using it, so
That's one less boon.
there we go. And then what do we have here? 10% more from Stubborn Defiance for 15 encounters. So basically for the next zone, Stubborn Defiance will restore 40% rather than 30. Cast deals 50% more damage, gain 20% more speed. I've got 83. Well, I'm going to get this since it's only 10 and I'm currently slower than normal. So at this point, I'm 7% slower. Just purged a boon. Now the god that gave you will no longer appear. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I suppose I didn't really think about the consequences of that. But I was thinking that it couldn't be worse than just choosing another god's offering over theirs in the first place. So, but then again, I suppose selling a boon of theirs for money might be frowned upon. But although you saying that they would no longer appear in any run, sometimes in this style of a game, that could be a good thing. You know, like if, for example, you say you hate Ares stuff, or just Ares in general. If you wanted to remove Ares' abilities from the pool of things that you could get, that can be a good thing, you know? Like, for me, a lot of Artemis stuff seems to only affect, like, critical chance. And I don't necessarily like the randomness that criticals can have. But you know that's something that you think about in card games too. You know, the less choices you have, the more streamlined your abilities can get. So, like if you were to get like I don't know how many gods there are that you can get boons from, but let's say 8. If there are 8 gods that you get boons from, you could, say these 5 gods are not giving me anything worthwhile that these other 3 gods are already providing me. You could then remove those 5 gods and then only get the 3 gods that you want the most. But unfortunately, it sounds like that's not the case. Alright, I've gotten through these first 2 areas with the gun already. So I don't need to worry about the rewards of that. I gotta say, another thing I like is this little place that you can stand to just get a view of the area. I like that they added something like this in. You have one of these spots in each area, so it just kind of gives you, well, not quite a panoramic view, but a view of the entirety of the area that you're journeying through. It's a nice touch. Oh, and this says apparently that I'm not gathering enough money. And tiny stuff, but really cool. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that alerted everyone. Don't get out of. There we go.
Let's fire it out.
Oh, of course I only have 2 shots. Oh, that's not good. Just zipped right off into the lava. Or magma.
Rearmed.
There we go. Ow. Ow.
Damn it.
I am not doing good here. Or, sorry, not doing well here. There we go.
Coin for Charon.
At least I passed the area, so, you know, I get another Death Defiance. Oh, we got more money coming in. The floor is lava. No, it's magma. The floor is magma. Because we're underground. What do we have here? These guys again? That's okay. Oh. As long as I only have to deal with one of them at a time for the most part, this is okay. Oh. Out of range. Where'd you go? Get back here. Ow. Why didn't I dodge that one? All right. Not doing good. What happened? I just forget how to play all of a sudden? Or is it just that I don't like the rooms with gold in them? Oh, I missed some food? Right. I forgot that I could blow things up for food. Oh, let me look for, oh well. No more things for food. Here. I'll try to be more careful about that. Ow. I don't know if that actually hit me. Those are always going to get me.
Not yet.
Alright. I'm definitely testing out this new Death Defiance, that's for sure.
I'm empty.
Made it through.
Chaos has been lifted.
Alright, have a look around for any of these. Oh, and there's a shop here too. I mean, this is probably going to be helpful. Deal more damage to armor. Cast deals more damage. Let's go ahead and get that, because armor is something I'm worrying about at the moment. And then just looking around for some extra health. It doesn't seem like there's any here, other than this trove. Alright, so if I do this, I have to survive because I think I've already used my Defiance. I mean, I might as well give it a shot. Also, I didn't realize I was only at 60 health. That's because I went with this item instead. Might as well. That's what I said. Oh, but it's against these things again. Well, I got something out of it, I suppose, and I didn't take any damage. So, that was worthwhile. Alright, so we have Artemis. Is that the only boat? No. We're going with Poseidon.
Next island.
Because it seems like I'm getting pretty close to dead. Oh. Ow. That hurt. On the bright side, she stands still. Alright, one down. Should be a little easier. Then again, the guy does move around a lot. Oh. Okay. Gotta be careful that I don't stand too close to it. There we go.
Until next time, gigantic Gorgon head.
What do we get?
You've come to know your Uncle Zeus by now, correct? Just want to let you know, good Zeus gets very busy on the regular. So you just stick with me. I've always time for you, nephew.
Alright then. Alright, so first, only one fated choice. So cast damages in an area, okay. Special deals more damage and knock foes away. That'd be really good. Well, the first would be really good. Maybe not so good if it pushes them out of the explosion area. Or the dash does AoE. This is really good as well. I am low on health. I think I'm going to go once again with the fated choice. And just have another one of these that can work out. So
Poseidon's strength.
now I can cast. And this next area is for money again. Quit giving me money. I'd rather have something else. And I do keep forgetting to look for extra health. Oh.
Who's next?
There we go. It's a good question. Who is next? No, you stay away. Ow. That one got me.
Good. What do we have here?
More money. That's what we have here. Wonder if this actually gives me a chance at getting health even when the battle's over. Do I want to go for another one of these? I don't think I have the health to be able to do this. So I think... Oh, 3 choices. So an upgrade. Poseidon or Artemis, or just Artemis. And as good of a choice as this could be, I have yet to pass one. So I think I'm going to avoid it for once. Learn my lesson. Wait until I'm stronger, then I'll go for it. At this point, well, then again, at the moment, the only thing I'm down is 29 health. That's the only difference between right now and full strength. So maybe I should go for it. Get another Poseidon bonus. You know what? I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Because I gotta be able to pass this at some point. Alright. Where are they at? Over here? There we are.
Making me choose.
Alright. I think I'm going with Poseidon.
Good decision there.
I was hoping for like Poseidon's boon or whatever it was, just a bunch of stuff, just in case I didn't make it through this. All right, so special, more damage knocks foes away. Call makes. I really liked this one. This was the first one that they gave me, like as an introduction. I might take it. And breaking waves, so slamming foes into barriers. Also, this is just an upgraded, like, or an upgrade for pushing people back. And I have taken these two. So you know what? This run has entirely been on taking fated choices that I'm unlikely to take otherwise. So I might as well, and hope I can make it through this.
You really missed an easy shot here, Zacharias. But I will not. You'll see.
Sorry, Artemis. Guess she's upset.
Alright, so avoid the circles and the serpents. I should be okay. Might even make it through this one for once. Because I don't know why, like, the small circles seems easy enough to dodge. Whereas other ones I've, lost track of sometimes. Alright, where is the next opponent? They're around somewhere. Over, well, they were over here. Ow. Okay. Oh, there's a bunch of enemies jumping around all of a sudden. Ow. Although I do have to keep constantly moving. Ouch. That one got me. I think I still have a Defiance left over, though. I haven't fallen once this time. All right. Hey, I did it. First time. Wonderful. And it is actually what I was thinking is I win and then I get the other boon as well. Wonderful.
I will admit mistakes were made back there, so You just don't make them again next time, all right?
Well, that has yet to be seen. I do manage to make mistakes multiple times. Also, something I'm noticing as I go through this, it's one of those little things that's kind of nice, is I'm using a PS5 controller to play this, and the light on it changes to the color of the god whenever I pick one of these up. So in this case, it's just changed to green. It was blue during that fight for when I picked up Poseidon's. When I picked up Ares, it had changed to red. So I kind of like it. I like that they add that little bit of extra to it. Okay, so again, special stronger, deal critical damage. Probably pretty good since I use the special a lot. Any damage, so 2% better chance of critically with everything. And then foes take 120 damage when Bloodstone falls out. None of these are fated, so I think I'm going to go with this one.
Time to hunt.
To do extra damage. And then, having taken that, I can take this to upgrade it. Yeah, I agree. I think it's really cool. It's just the little things, you know?
Delicious.
Alright, so increased special damage, cast damage increase, or knocking things away does more damage. I think I'm going to go with this since I use it the most. But just to double check, yeah. Hey, free food. Personally play with an Xbox controller, so... And, you know, that's usually... I think an Xbox controller is what's... what usually people are playing with, because, well, most computers are associated with Microsoft. Microsoft makes Xbox, so it would make sense to use a controller that's meant to be compatible, I guess. But yeah, I like that they did that. Alright, darkness, so that will give us some healing. Once I complete the area, of course.
Remember me?
Oh, right. It's the boss time. Don't really like the PlayStation controller. That's fine. You know, I should be okay in this fight for the most part. Find them less comfortable? Okay. I haven't really used one all that much, so I couldn't say. Oh, we're at the second part of the fight now. Ow. Alright, I'm already doing horrible. Alright, let's get some bit of area to work in. There we go. Oh. It's too busy throwing bombs. I made it a lot further than I thought I would. Home sweet home. No hypno. Or hypnos. Oh, it's because he's over here.
You're late with your report, Hypnos. Again. Again. The dead, of course, can wait, but I'm less patient. Now explain yourself to me.
Oh, well, let's see. I woke up, I don't know what time it was, and I made sure that every shade had been accounted for, just like I always do, except I couldn't find my list at first. Can you believe it? I thought maybe my brother played a little prank, and so...
Get to the blasted point already. I don't have all day or night. Your report, where is it?
Sure, I was just getting to it, Master. My list, I found it over by the lounge. It was inside, but I am not the one who put it there, no sir. So I've been making positively sure it's not been tampered with, that it has everybody's name, cause of death, place of birth, former body weight, any previous allergies or medications.
Enough! Blood and darkness, that's enough from you. Just see to it the ledger of the dead is accurate, and get back to your post. Would that you could be more like your brother.
I know his brother is Thanatos. I've yet to meet Thanatos in the game.
You've done it now, Hypnos.
It's also probably worthy of note that because of the way Hypnos is so lackadaisical about their job and whatnot, might be the reason why Zagreus approached them to help sneak into Hades' stuff, or why he asked Hypnos to put everyone to sleep. Alright, so...
Here, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Alright, so is there anyone I haven't given a gift to yet? Because I do have one nectar. I have given, I suppose, this one, nope. This one, there we are. Orpheus, were they here? Orpheus is here. I'll give them a gift next.
Your extended family, the Olympians. They wish to help you from this place, don't they? I just hope that their intentions are as pure as they appear. They don't get on well with your father.
Neither do I last time I checked. I'll take all the help I can get trying to break out of here.
I'm pleased to hear you say that. I've known too many far too proud to accept help, even when it was sorely needed. You just be careful, lad.
Alright. Here you go, Orpheus. Have a gift.
Hey, mate. Here. I got this from my favorite court musician.
Oh my, but you can't simply be this kind to me without retaliation on my part, my friend. And so in turn, I have a gift for you.
Get
You're too kind, mate.
distant memory. Alright. Interesting. Only have 28 gems.
Anything I can do to help you find your muse, mate?
I fear my muse is long since lost to me, my friend. Though truly, thanks for asking. I suppose she must be out there somewhere still, since I once traveled across this land in search of her, and found her then. But that was quite a while back.
Wait, you found her? What happened?
Well, this was back when I was still alive, you understand. Your father, why, he doesn't care for anyone to leave this realm, and basically now I'm stuck here as well. Not seen her since, and I'm not much for travel anymore.
It's understandable, considering I can't leave.
I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for letting me know. Hope you get to see her again someday.
I appreciate the sentiment, my friend. Though please don't worry about her or me. I mean, we're dead. We're fine.
Alright. Nyx is off.
Be someplace else.
Somewhere.
Right now, I wouldn't talk to me if I were you.
I suppose I can talk to them even though they don't have an exclamation point. And my usual check over here, see if anything's changed. Doesn't seem like it.
What's for sale?
Alright, so we are up to a mere 7 keys. Haven't gotten much of those. Could get another nectar for 5 keys. Hey, 15 keys for a Titan Blood. Or, I'm sorry, a Titan Blood for 15 keys. It's the first I've seen this offered, so I guess I can get more Titan Blood. I wasn't sure if this was something that could happen. So, I found at least one more source. Again, thank you for letting me know that there are multiple ways to get more.
The wretched broker did it.
I like that he has a reaction. A reaction to the recognition, I guess. Another thing I would like to do is get some of those decorations. I just don't see myself getting that many gems, though. So, like, decoration seems either a late game thing or something that I would do instead of something else, I guess. Alright, so what can we upgrade? Get the cast back faster. This is probably one of the better things right off the bat. Although thick skin, I can definitely do with more health. But let me just get a little bit of everything, I guess. And one more. Okay, so 75% is the max, as I thought. I just want to remind myself of what I've taken. So extra damage on the first hit, regenerate from darkness, stubborn defiance, so I can die once in each room, double dashing. I do want to get more abyssal blood as well. And then this, like these two would work well in tandem, I think. And a lot more thick skin. And of course, unlock more talents.
Phew, felt that. I'm wide awake.
Oh, still no sleep. Hey, Skelly. Oh, I suppose I could give a gift to Skelly as well.
Don't suppose I can talk you into fighting back this time?
Not a chance, boyo. I'm paid to take it, not to dish it out. Now give it to me.
Okay.
Alright, looks like we're going with the sword this time.
Yes.
And let me see what I can do here.
You're revealing your past.
Alright, so bonus attack speed and move speed up by 3%. Again, not much of a boost, but I guess it depends on how many levels you can buy of it. For 3 seconds after your special, your attack may deal critical damage. So just bonus critical for a few seconds after something else. Or special dislodges cast from foes. That would be interesting, actually. But I've only got one cast at this point. So this could be interesting for the other ability where you get 3 casts at a time. Could cast a bunch, use your special to dislodge at least one, if not all of them, and then do it again. I think if I do a different build, I would consider this. You know, if I switch over to the other cast thing, I would definitely do this one. Right now, though, probably not. And then...
A new addition to the old collection.
This one is good. I do like this, but I might be going back to the extra health. And then this one from Orpheus. 10% extra damage to distant foes. So this would be good for ranged weapons. So, not this run, that's for sure. Chaos. 20% chance to be rare. I think I'm going to equip this first. I would like this one, but I want to see the chaos thing, and it makes it so I don't lose health. Yeah, definitely want to do this one this time. All right, what do we have opening up? Aphrodite.
You've had a brush with Megara the Fury, haven't you?
Many
I know
times.
a thing or two about that one. Though lately we Olympians no longer mingle with those living in the underworld. You're the only exception.
For now, at least. Alright, so attack deals more damage, inflicts weak. Probably a good one. None of these are fated. Special deals more damage, inflicts weak. Your cast is a wide, short-range blast that inflicts weak. I do like this one as well. I think I'm going to go with this because I think that there are probably better options for attack and special.
I feel fabulous. Piss off.
Alright, we're starting off with gems. Right. Wait, where did it go?
Just getting warmed up.
Okay, interesting. I don't know if I like that as well. I mean, it makes it returned. I'll keep playing around with it. Right off the bat, I mean, it seems... Okay, so it gets used, and then it just has a counter. So it doesn't lie on the ground no matter what. But every cast requires the 4-second cooldown. So right now, this does not seem very good. At a higher level, this would be much better, I think. Alright, gonna have to go with health. Unfortunately, because, well...
I think you can stop me.
Oh.
That's what you get.
Alright, just gonna have to get used to that.
Thank the gods.
Extra health, wonderful. And I'm not seeing any chaos portals, unfortunately. Ow. That's okay. You get healed. And more health. Wonderful. Missed it. Definitely going for a close range build this time, it seems.
That's better.
Alright, darkness or keys? I think I'll go with keys, because I do need keys. Although that's only one key. Oh, you know what? I just realized I had, like, the last I checked, I had 400 coins in the last run.
Let me see.
But I didn't actually get a chance to spend them. Oh well.
Anyone there? Powered up.
Upgrade that.
That's good.
Get some healing. Full up. Good to go. Gonna go for Zeus, I think.
Hey, lads.
Ow. Alright, not doing good. There we go.
Anyone else?
Your father must have told you that his governance over the underworld is due more to the weaving of the fates than by his choice. Admittedly, he got the short end of the stick, whereas Poseidon and myself, why, we've been doing rather well indeed.
I like that Zeus. The character has a bit of an ego about him. Like, prideful and egotistical, and he's like, yeah, well, everything's going great for me, so, you know, everything's great. Doesn't matter what's going on with others. Alright, so 2 of these are fated choices. So special causes lightning bolts. That'd be a great one to choose. Dash causes a lightning bolt to strike nearby foes. Probably, again, from where I dash from, not where I dash to. Then after I dash just before getting hit, or if I dash before getting hit, a bolt strikes a nearby foe. So, again, the timed thing, not great. I think I'm going to take this one because it will be useful, and it's a fated choice. Even though this one is probably the best of the 3, but I've already chosen it, so
I feel all tingly.
we'll go with that. Yeah, it's from where I dodge from. Now, at least it affects jars.
More wretches.
Although I suppose I could just keep doing this. It's not much damage though. Although I suppose, like, I could dodge behind them and start using attacks.
Next up.
And it is an area of effect, so this might be good for when the opponents are next to each other. Ow. There we go. I'm gonna go for the hammer. As much as I would like to talk to Sisyphus in the boulder, and get like another 60, 70 darkness. Well, like again, I am, the whole point of being in here is to get things. But the hammer is just really good. I think I'm going to go for the hammer.
Uh-oh.
No.
He's there. Get him.
Got a room of survival.
Whoops.
Think I'm once again just now going to go for survival. And if I manage to take some out, then all's the better.
Idiots.
There we go. All right, what do we have for sale?
It's no use.
Right. Suppose I have to pick up the reward first.
It's just the edge I need.
Attack fires a wave that pierces foes. It's a fated choice. Attack becomes a big chop. I really did like this when I chose it last time. Or a time, I suppose. Or Supernova. Your special hits a wider area and deals 20% more damage. Also a fated choice. So a wave or this. I'll give this a try.
With all the firepower I can get.
So larger area might not be so bad. What do we have to shop for? Restore health, always a good thing. More damage, striking undamaged foes, pretty good. And attack deals bonus damage. Well, let's go for that. Build upon what I get. And we'll go for darkness because darkness also heals me. Treasure trove. Alright, there's another one over here. Oh. now that it hits a larger area, I really like using it. So now I don't need to get as close. There we go. A little bit more darkness. Now the next area seems like we only have a choice of coins. What do we have for the treasure trove here? More coins. Well, might as well.
Security.
Because it seems like the enemies I have to clear out are the same enemies I have to fight. So, this seems okay. Oh.
Useless.
Awesome. Managed to get...
She is, Father.
Oh. Why am I getting this now?
The perfect gift.
I guess just because it's in a treasure trove? Has a chance of something else? Alright. Ow. Anyone else? Still in the corner, I guess. There we go. More money. Don't normally have a lot of money, but, you know, two big bonuses of money right before a shop is probably okay, although I wish I had 7 more coins. Because I know I'm going to find something that's going to cost 100 and 150, and I'm going to be 7 coins short. Oh well.
Charon's shop.
And it's right before the boss. 150 and 125. Well, guess I wouldn't have had enough money for that. So, Aphrodite for another ability, or another 25 health. And then 48 healing. I think like all she's going to do is give weakness stuff. So I think
I could use this.
I would personally be better off with the health.
I bet Electo's next. I knew it.
You're no god. You're nothing but a piece of trash. Born into all of this. And you don't even want it.
You seem to have me all figured out. And here I thought we were still getting to know each other.
Well, you want to know what I want? Here, I'll show you.
Ow. Right, and this room is laid out a bit differently. So I have to be careful because there's a lot more traps. Ow. Ow. Dodged right into that one. Although she's hitting them more too. Alright. I need to stay out of the corners. Although, apparently so does she. Don't chase me. Alright, we're ow. The second phase, it seems. Ow.
For last time.
Ow. Alright, not much health left. Missed it. Although she does chase me by going through traps. Oh, but one more hit and I think I'm done. There it is.
Finally.
Alright, so. Seems I have not done well today at all.
Wins this round.
The furthest I've managed to make it is to the Hydra, unfortunately. So, I may need to start focusing on a weapon. So, for the time being, let me see here. Alright, so he laughs at me. Let me go over here and have a look. So, I don't have enough time for another run before I'm done for the night. So, let me take a look at some of these. So, the things I've done the best with. So, with a certain build, I believe it was using Zeus and a bunch of shots that bounce around. I've gotten the farthest with the gun. I've done decently well with the shield and the spear. So I want to take a look at this now that I know that I can get blood from other sources. It's probably going to be few and far between, but maybe the upgrades will help. Maybe I get more blood by spending blood. I don't know. I don't need to be told. Might just be through trading with the merchant. So, special damage, range, and speed. I do use the special damage attack most often with the spear. The range is also good, and the speed would also be good. I would have no problem with spending blood on this first aspect. Aspect of Achilles. After your special, you can retrieve your spear with Raging Rush. So press triangle to dash to the spear, damaging foes. Next 4 attacks or casts are stronger. Okay, so, and I know I've talked through this before. Just reminding myself. So instead of pressing triangle to retrieve the spear and doing backstab damage, I can instead dash to it and deal damage. I don't think that is my fighting style. It seems I do better when I'm at range than in melee. So, while this can be good, I don't want to unlock it because, by the sounds of it, I wouldn't be able to stop it from happening. Although maybe if I unlock it, I have the ability to not choose it. Like to toggle it or something. Because I don't want to be locked into a Raging Rush build. I like being able to pull the spear back to me. And then this is the spin attack, which I never use. It could be really good, but my fighting style doesn't use it. So if I do spend blood, it would be on this, plus 10% damage, and range and speed. So, before I do that, let me look at the shield, to remind myself.
You are as old as time.
So, attack and dash strike damage. So, basic attack, which is melee. Not too interested in that, I don't think. Because, yeah, again, I don't really use the dash strike. After I bull rush, which I have used in the past, but not very often, the next special throws multiple shields. Or my special becomes Blitz Disc, deals rapid damage returning on command. So this seems like I throw it out, and it just constantly attacks on target, and then I can just use my fists while that's being done. I think I would do this more.
You were once Father's spear.
So I think I would, like, just as an just to check, because I think if I cancel out, it doesn't save. It like saves at the beginning of the run. So once I'm done with the session tonight, this might not take permanent effect.
My aspect of Varatha grows in power.
Whoa, what was that?
Okay. So that was plus 10%. And now we're getting major reductions in bonuses. So that would only do another 4%. So that's not nearly as good as I thought it would be.
Done.
So...
Nice one.
So it was 28. Maybe if I go from this direction. No? Oh, right. I'm not doing backstab bonus damage, am I? Because of this. I'm doing a 75% bonus damage. Gonna have to rethink this, I think. Like, a lot of this seems like you need to change it based on whatever build you're going for the run. So, I also want to take a look at this, see how far I've gotten. So, again, haven't escaped, no bonus damage. Or no bonus reward, sorry. I still have one more person to meet. 10 extra keys would be wonderful. But I'm afraid like this might not happen until after I escape. So this might be a while in happening. Alright, so Athena, I haven't accepted much from her. So that isn't very filled out. But then again, she also seems to have less boons than some other gods. In fact, she seems to have the least. And it seems like some of this, as was mentioned earlier, won't actually take effect until I have certain prerequisites. So, we'll have to just see what I can find. Just fill things out as I go. And this is for dataless enchantments. So again, I want to spread out what I get from the dataless stuff. Alright, so that is all I've got time for the night, unfortunately. So I'm going to call it here. Unfortunately, I did not escape this time. And yeah, I will try again next time. Maybe I will maybe I'll start a second game and use it as kind of a little bit of a practice, like a second game, go through a couple runs before I start the stream. That way I'm not dealing with the week of not playing and readjusting to the buttons, that sort of thing. So I may just do that in order to get the first, make it so that my first couple of runs of the night aren't quite as bad as they seem to be doing. But we'll see. So again, hope y'all enjoyed it, and I certainly hope to see you all next time. Have a good night.